Hi everyone, my name is Susan. I'm doing a case study on 3.3 on page 158. It's the target and the center of Plan B. In this case study, a 27-year-old female social worker from St. Louis named Rachel went to her local pharmacy to get two prescriptions filled. One was for a commonly used oral contraceptive, orthotricycline, and the other was for the Plan B or the Plan B contraceptive. She took this prescription to Target to be filled, and when she left, or when she picked up her prescription, she noticed that she just had one prescription in the bag, which was the orthotricycline. The Plan B had not been filled. She later found out that the pharmacist on duty at that particular Target refused to fill her Plan B prescription because she is against the Plan B pill for moral and religious reasons. This case study brought to light that the fact that Target allows its pharmacists to make the determination whether they fill a prescription based on moral or religious reasons that they have. Rachel then had called and I guess spoke with Target, and Target seemed to have a different version of what had occurred that evening between Rachel and the pharmacist. So Rachel felt that she quoted the pharmacist as being self-righteous about not filling it, and a pharmacy tech had gone on to tell Rachel that it would be okay if she took it to another pharmacy and had it filled. She then went to a local Walgreens and had that pharmacist fill the Plan B pill for her without any problems, and she was told that her Plan B pill had been transferred that day to get filled, and it was filled without incident. There have been 12 incidents in the state of Missouri regarding pharmacists refusing to fill the Plan B pill. This is not caused by, but it has led up to Governor Matt Blunt signed a declaration stating that Planned Parenthood, that several pharmacies and the pharmacists have the right to deny filling this contraceptive for women. There's been a struggle over the years to gain access to emergency birth control in the state of Missouri. As contraceptives have been on the market since the 1960s, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists define the onset of pregnancy as the moment a fertilized egg and sperm are united. The Plan B pill is a contraceptive pill, and it prevents implantation from occurring. There's been much debate over the Plan B pill and women's rights. I'm not saying I'm for or against it. Everybody has their own opinion. As I had mentioned before, Target allows the pharmacists to base what they want to fill on their more religious issues. There's some other pharmacies though that do not have this policy in place. To name a few, that would be Eckerd, the Eckerd Corporation, Costco, CVS, and Kmart, that do not have a place in policy, and they can ensure the prescriptions of emergency contraception can be filled without any delay. One of the questions here about one of the questions we raise here is, what professional responsibility does the pharmacist have in filling prescriptions for their clients? As we look back through the readings in our class and our text, we can look at what virtues that we have. Aristotle described a virtue as the mean between, by reference, and two vices, the one of excess and the other of deficiency. What virtues do we see in this case study? I believe that we need to look at business virtues. The pharmacist may not in Rachel's perspective, acted fairly by not filling her prescription. But then again, she followed her virtue of courage by not filling the prescription based on her own beliefs. We see that Rachel has the virtue of self-discipline, because a lot of times when people don't get what they want, such as this prescription being filled, then they could act out and act badly. And in this case, she didn't seem to. She just took her prescription and went on, and she pretty much cooperated with Target. She didn't cause any issues as someone in that case might have. We can also look at the utilitarian approach. The utilitarian approach would mean instant gratification and happiness. In this particular case, Rachel would have been happy because she would have gotten her prescription filled, and that would have caused her immediate gratification, and she would have been happy. On the other hand, the pharmacist was happy because she didn't fill the prescription, and she stood by her beliefs. You know, was it fair? That's not for me to judge. Target has a policy, and the pharmacist followed that policy. Another one we can look at is social contract theory and what is acceptable. Should Rachel have researched and known that Target had this policy in place, and maybe not have even gone to Target, to gone to another pharmacy such as Walgreens or Kmart to get this particular Plan B pill filled? Can we accept the actions taken by Target and their policy? Maybe we should look into what policies in the pharmacies we have that we go to, and see what they find, what their policies are over their prescriptions, and prevent these things from further happening. You know, I'm not, like I said before, I am not for or against this. I know it's a women's rights issue over the Plan B contraceptive. It can be a very touchy subject for many, and a lot of people have strong feelings on it. I don't know in this particular circumstance if a pharmacist should. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if a pharmacist has their particular beliefs and they know that Target and some of the other pharmacies allow this, then that's probably where they need to work. If they are against these things, then their beliefs cannot prevent them from filling prescriptions to the clients. So that is it. So I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.